Greetings this Christmas Eve 2015. Please give your attention to the Salvation Army's 20th International Leader, General Andre Cox.
It's with hearts filled with thanksgiving and praise to God that we should enter into this Christmas season. I hope we'll all take time to reflect and contemplate the everlasting love and eternal plan of salvation that God has prepared since the beginning of time for all mankind. We've certainly had ample opportunity to reflect on the boundless love of God to the Salvation Army throughout this milestone year of the 150th anniversary celebrations. Once again now, we think of the extravagant love of God who gave us the greatest gift of all, knowing full well that most of us would not realize the value. Isaiah wrote, "He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by mankind, a man of suffering and familiar with pain. Like one from whom people hide their faces, he was despised, and we held him in low esteem." Despite it all, God still went ahead with his plan of salvation for the world. That's why Christmas is such a special time. The extraordinary revelation is that God sees things differently from us. One of the first things Mary says in her song of thanksgiving to God is, "My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has been mindful of the humble state of his servant." We see here a clear distinction between the values of God and those of mankind. God is ready to give us his all, to save men and women like you and me. God is the God of eternity. He is the Almighty, and yet he shows his love and concern for weak, imperfect human beings. The subject of great joy expressed by Mary is a subject of great joy for us all. Yet she continues with another outpouring of thanksgiving and joy. "For the Mighty One has done great things for me." One of the elements of the Christmas story which never ceases to amaze me is to think that God is such a great and powerful being, yet he still is interested in us. That is why Mary rejoices and why we should rejoice as we look forward to celebrating the coming of Christ that changed the course of human history. God is ready to stoop down and even to use imperfect men and women to accomplish his plan. Despite his power, God is happy to show mercy to the small, insignificant, and imperfect people that we are. People give honor and glory to what appears to be powerful and wealthy in this world. God does exactly the opposite. God looks at humanity with love and mercy, which is what the Christmas story is all about. God turns the value scales upside down and shows his love for the small, the humble, the seemingly insignificant. We need to examine our hearts as we prepare for Christmas, so we can eliminate all thoughts of pride and any spirit of materialism. Because in reality, whether we're princes or paupers, or even the general of the Salvation Army, we are pretty insignificant. Christmas is about the fact that God came specifically to establish a relationship with us, and his glory is manifested in the lives of ordinary, humble people. Christmas is a time of great joy and peace for all mankind. I pray that we'll experience the wonder of that reality in our lives this Christmas, and that we'll show it wherever we are.
In closing, we turn to Luke's Gospel, when the angel spoke to the shepherds. "Do not be afraid, I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David a Saviour has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger. Thank you for watching. On behalf of all here at Salvation Army today, this is Chris Priest wishing you and yours God's richest blessings as together we celebrate our Saviour's birth.